Good morning. This is Anjay. Welcome to English speaking class. Guys, girls, my students. Assalamu alaikum. Marhaba, sabal khair, rajahab, David. Dear students, today we are going to review use of ought to and must. Both of these words are commonly used in speaking. These have similar meanings and these are used for necessary obligations, and these are commonly spoken in day-to-day life. Let's start our lesson with short sentences using ought to and must. अज़ीज़ तलबा, आज हम ought to और must, जिनके आमतौर पर माने ज़रूरत के तहत किसी लाजिम काम के तहत किसी लाजिम ऑब्लिगेशन फ्रेज़े के तहत इनका इस्तेमाल जुमलों में किया जाता है। आइए इन जुमलों को आज हम देखते हैं। अज़ीज़ तलबा, लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर शॉर्ट सेंटेंसेस यूजिंग ought to and the must, and we will see the negative sense of these sentences using ought to and must, and the questionary interrogative sentences as well. Let's start our lesson up here. The first sentence you see, my students, is they must carry on their duty. They must carry on their duty. They is a subject, must is for necessary obligation, and carry on is a phrasal verb. Carry on means to continue. Carry on is a phrasal verb and it means to continue. They must, उन्हें ज़रूर चाहिए. Carry on, जारी रखना. There is a possessive pronoun. There means अपनी, duty means फ्रीज़ा. उन्हें अपना फर्ज ज़रूर जारी रखना चाहिए. They must carry on their duty. They must carry on their duty. उन्हें ज़रूर अपना फ्रीज़ा जारी रखना चाहिए. This is a moral obligation. They must carry on their duty. They must carry on their duty. They is a pronoun and a subject. Must is used to enforce some obligation. To enforce some obligation. Carry on is a phrasal verb. There is a possessive pronoun and duty is an obligation. They must carry on their duty. They must carry on their duty. उन्हें अपना फ्रीज़ा जारी रखना चाहिए. They must carry on their duty. It's a moral obligation. They must carry on their duty. उन्हें ज़रूर अपना फ्रीज़ा जारी रखना चाहिए. Let's see the next statement. आइए अगले जुमले को देखते हैं. Next one is boys ought to obey the rules. 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 You see, my students, boys is a noun and a subject. Ought to is here to exercise some important work or obligation, to enforce some moral obligation, and obey means to accept, to accept, and the rules means the laws, the current laws. So boys ought to obey the rules. Boys ought to obey the rules. लड़कों को क़वायद और ज़वाबित पर अमल करना चाहिए. लड़कों को क़वायद और ज़वाबित पर ज़रूर अमल करना चाहिए. Boys ought to obey the rules. लड़कों को ज़रूर क़वायद और ज़वाबित पर अमल करना चाहिए. लड़कों को ज़रूर क़वानीन पर अमल करना चाहिए. लड़कों को ज़रूर रूल्स, क़वायद और ज़वाबित पर अमल करना चाहिए. Boys ought to obey the rules. Boys ought to obey the rules. लड़कों को ज़रूर क़वायद और ज़वाबित पर अमल करना चाहिए. Let's see the next phrase. अगला जुमला देखते हैं. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. उसे 6 बजे तक तैयार रहना चाहिए. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. She is a pronoun and a singular subject. Must is enforcing. Must is there to enforce legal obligation. Moral obligation. Must is there to enforce moral obligation. Be is a verb form. Be is a helping verb. And she must be ready by 6 o'clock. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. Here we need some correction, my students. Now we have to write here by for the ready to correct the spellings. If here y. Here you are my students. Here we write y to correct the spellings. Ready, READY. So she must be ready by 6 o'clock. उसे 6 बजे तक तैयार रहना चाहिए. उसे 6 बजे तक तैयार होना चाहिए. B is well and she must be ready by 6 o'clock. उसे 6 बजे तक तैयार होना चाहिए. This is also a moral obligation and must is enforcing this. So she must be ready by 6 o'clock. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. Another beautiful sentence using must. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. उसे 6 बजे तक तैयार रहना चाहिए. She must be ready by 6 o'clock. उसे 6 बजे तक तैयार होना चाहिए. Let's see the next sentence in the phrase. You see, my students, you ought not to tease the poor. You ought to not tease the poor. You ought not to tease the poor. You ought not to tease the poor. This is a negative sentence, a beautiful sentence in a negative sense, using ought to. So you is a second person pronoun and a subject here. Ought to is here to enforce moral obligation. It's a moral obligation. This ought not to tease. Tease is a basic verb. Tease is a verb form, and the poor means गुरबा. You ought not to tease the poor. आपको गुरबा को तंग नहीं करना चाहिए. आपको गुरबा को नहीं सताना चाहिए. You ought not to tease the poor. You ought not to tease the poor. You ought not to tease the poor. आपको गुरबा को नहीं सताना चाहिए. आपको गुरबा को नहीं सताना चाहिए. The poor is plural of the poor people. So you ought not to tease the poor. You ought not to tease the poor. A beautiful sentence. आपको गुरबा को नहीं सताना चाहिए. आपको गुरबा को नहीं सताना चाहिए. आपको गुरबा को नहीं परेशान करना चाहिए. Let's see the next sentence in the phrase. Next one is when ought Simon to marry. When ought Simon to marry. This is a interrogative statement, and you see that when is in a stat and it's a interrogative adjective, and ought is here for ought is here for questioning in the stat, and Simon is a noun, the name, and to marry is a verb. Ought to, and marry is a verb. And question mark, when ought Simon to marry. When ought Simon to marry. When ought Simon to marry. Interrogative sign. This is a interrogative statement. Simon को कब शादी करना चाहिए. When ought Simon to marry. When ought Simon to marry. Simon को कब शादी करना चाहिए. When ought Simon to marry. When ought Simon to marry. When we have to make an interrogative sentence, we should write ought in the very first place, because we have added an interrogative adjective when, so it will come first. When ought, and when ought Simon to marry, then the principal verb Simon, and then to marry, and so then question tag. When ought Simon to marry. When ought Simon to marry. Simon को कब शादी करना चाहिए. My students, these are very important phrases with ought to and must, and both of these words have same meanings. जरूर चाहिए के मानों में इन्हें लिया जाता है. जरूर चाहिए, and both reflect the moral obligation that should be enforced or done. So memorize these phrases, sentences, and memorize the method of using ought to and must. I wish you all the best. I'll see you again. Goodbye.